I would say that the ISO standard has always been beneficial to our organisation, and it's been an evolution over time, and gradually I think the standard has become more and more meaningful to how people really do business in the real world.
The previous standard has been so useful to us in adapting how our services faced our customers that it made a great deal of sense with the additions that came with the new version.
We had discussions with BSI and found that very positive, and it was quite clear that the new standard was a good match for where we were, but more importantly where we wanted to be. I think the main challenges were actually about being clear and documenting and being able to demonstrate and evidence the changes that there were within the standard. We had to sit back, we had to think about it, but we had to do some preparation. What we had to do is make sure that we did have documents. So it did mean restructuring and rewording some of our organisational charts and some of our communication channels, but it just made more effective what we had in place.
We had to look at our organisational structure and say it's fine for accountable line management, but do we have the right people in the right place for a quality message? So it pretty much allowed us to unpick a jigsaw and put it back together again. The new version of the standard has been incredibly useful to us. It's very customer focused ultimately, which is really important to us anyway. It does give you a framework to work within that if you adhere to it and you follow it and you take the compliance issues seriously, then without doubt your service improves. It results in a more finely tuned service to your customer, which is obviously very important to us. Early feedback at this point from customers is that they have noticed a change in the perception of how services are delivered in a good way. It also gives you an opportunity to look at profiling risk better. We particularly liked the input on managing risk and more open awareness of the vision of the organisation flowing down through via objectives to our ground force staff. So as a leader putting it in place, it made a lot of sense to how you look at restructuring your organisation for the demands of the service led from the customer's perspective. We used to look at our organisational charts as a accountability flow or a line management flow. We now look at it as a quality map of how strategic direction travels both downwards and upwards.
I would say just do it. It did take some preparation, it did take some thought, but all it did was allow us to focus more on the things we need to do and we need to do better.
Top tips for anybody looking at transitioning across would be to do some prep work. Don't just assume it's more of the same, it's not more of the same. I would do some preparation work and I wouldn't be apprehensive.